Across the Brooklyn Bridge from Manhattan is the community of Red Hook. Once a working-class area, it's now an organically hip, bohemian, gritty, old New York type of neighborhood. Having come here when I was younger, I'm looking forward to seeing how much it's changed. This could be any seaport in North America, one that's down on its luck and seen better days. But in 1850, the port of Red Hook was one of the most vibrant fishing and shipping communities in North America. And it's just a short cab ride from lower Manhattan. The stevedores and the shipping industry have long since moved away, and the only fishing that's done is here at the end of some of the town docks that still jut out into the East River. What started as a few families feeding their sports maniac friends has become a food destination for anyone who appreciates authentic Latino food. Every weekend, from May through October, the two streets adjacent to the Red Hook recreation area are lined with some of the best street food vendors this city has to offer.
This is just one of the great joys of my life. Exactly this.
Yeah, street food.
You know, one of the things that I find really incredible is how often I'm asked, how can you eat all that street food? Aren't you afraid? Well, you know what? They're cooking Mexican food, right? And there's a lot of Mexicans eating.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's good.
And how could you not? It's hot, it's delicious. I mean, I would never walk up and eat something that's cold and lonely on the street.
You know this is good, right?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it has all the earmarks of good eating.
Do the pork huarache and do the beef quesadilla style.
Mexican foods dominate the scene, featuring everything from fresh fruit juices to made-from-scratch tamales, soups, and seafood delicacies.
Why people would ever be afraid of this, I have no idea. And yet they'll go to a local Tex-Mex place where the seasoned ground beef for their hard-shell taco has been cooked in a factory 3 months beforehand and poured out of a number 10 can.
I don't get it.
Frightening.
You know, food at its best, somebody's talking to you. Somebody's communicating their whole history, their culture, even their individual personality. And there are few cultures where that's more true than Mexican food because it's so personal. It's, you know, wrapped up by the cook and handed to you.
That's right.
Hand to hand.
It's exactly right.
It's such a beautiful thing.
And everybody's so consumed with eating the luxury cuts these days.
You know as well as I do.
The reason this is cheap isn't because it's bad. It's cheap because they want to make it affordable for people. And it's also, if you shave a working cut of the animal, marinate it, throw it on a griddle, it's going to be as tender as tenderloin.
That's where the cooks are. Any chimpanzee could grill a sirloin. Where's the artistry in that? Where's the cooking in that?
Yeah.
It takes some trial and error and some time to make something as beautiful as this.
There are usually about 36 makeshift restaurants here, rain or shine, serving Mexican, Ecuadorian, Chilean, Guatemalan, and sometimes even Caribbean dishes. These vendors are well known for their ceviche, made with raw seafood, shrimp, octopus, and squid.
Beautiful. I love the cocktail aspect. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
It's a leche de tigre.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's an eye-opener.
Boy, is that good, too. Now,
And fresh, delicious.
I'm assuming, like me, it's one thing to get your friends to eat roasted pork huarache on the street. Getting them to eat seafood at room temperature is nearly impossible, and yet this is about as fresh tasting as you could possibly
Look at it.
imagine.
If you look at the vegetables, the color and the cut of those vegetables, this stuff has not been sitting around.
The Red Hook soccer taco scene has been going on for nearly 4 decades, and the sport continues to keep driving the action here.
Andrew, look at those little pillows of meaty goodness.
yeah, they're incredible. Pupusas.
You know that's
Aren't
good, right?
they?
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah. Do you come here every weekend for it?
Not every weekend, but a lot.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Little cornmeal dough filled with cheese, meat sometimes, beans. Which one are these? This is our
the
first
cheese
time
and meat.
here.
And
Cheese and
Have
meat.
you ever had this?
This is our first time here.
Oh, you've got to do it.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, I'm all over this like a bad rash.
So what do you think? Scale of 1 to 10, your pupusa is?
Definitely 9.7.
I'm going to have to go with, I'll just one up you a touch and go 9.8. That's about as good as pupusas get.